Now I want to move on to what we call operators. So operators are what's used in mathematics generally. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. We have the caret, which is like a square root, like that. So let's get rid of all of this. And I'm trying to remember this last one. So this one, I think we'll call it model or something like that in maths. But I'll explain exactly what it does basically. So what that particular one does, that is this one, is it returns the remainder at the end of a particular operation, division operation, sorry. So the first one is addition. So how does it work? So we could choose to say let's add. So let's do a let's add equivalent to a plus b basically. So let's now overwrite a plus b. So let's pass in a 2 plus 4 like that. So when we have this, we can now log to the console. Console.log. Console.log is basically a way you can display things in order to show up in your console. So just know that this environment we have here is a console, while here is where we write our code. It's like a file, but I'm not creating a file yet, so I'm using the replete file that is given to us up here for free. You can choose to write this code outside of this place and it will still work fine. So what would this give us? 2 plus 4 should give us 6. So let's run it and see what we get. So it gives us 6, as we can see here. 2 minus 4 should give us a minus 2. So let's try it and you see we get a minus 2. 2 multiplied by 4 should give us 8, if I'm correct, and you see we get an 8. And then when we do 2 divided by 4, we should get a 0.5, if I am correct. So I think I still remember my mathematics. All right. And then when we do this, this should give us, I think, 1, if I'm correct, but basically it gives us the remainder of an operation. So let's run this. Okay, great. It gives us 2. When you divide 2 by 4, I think it still remains 2. But let's try it with something that's really realistic. So 4 divided by 2 should give us 2, remaining 0. So you start getting why 2 divided by 4 would give us 2. All right. So let's run this, and you see 4 divided by 2, the remainder will be 0. If we try this with say 4 divided by 3, then the remainder should be 1, because when you divide it, it should go 1 time and remain 1. All right. We can try this with 10, and you see that the remainder should also be 1, because it's going to transverse, it's going to divide up to 3 times, but it will remain just 1. I hope you're getting what I'm saying, exactly what I'm saying. If we try this with 20, the remainder should be 2, because 18 divided by 6, 18 divided by 3 will give you 6, but it will remain 2, which cannot be divided. I hope all this makes sense. So this is mathematics operators. All right, so this would be it for operators. Let's go check that off. There is more operators, but of course, these are things you would get to learn as you move further. Now let's move to math method. There are, like I told you, there are more operators, but there are also built-in math method, which we'll not be talking about much of them. We'll just be talking about maybe 1 or 2, but I just wanted you to know that there is a math method. So I'll just clear this off. So we are talking about math method. So how does this work? Let's do a console.log and pass in one math method. So we just do a math.py. We just do a math.py like that and try to run it and see what we get. So it gives us 3.145. So we have so many math method. As you can see, more is popping up already. So the more you work with these things, the more you get to know how they work. All right. So there is there's also the square root one. So there's this math.square root, and you pass in what you would like to find out the square root all about. So square root of 4 gives you 2. You can just keep checking as many as possible. I just wanted you to know that we have all of this. All these are different math methods that you can check out basically. So that is it for math method. Let's check that off.